What's up, people? You've got the Oracle there back for the final of this House of the Gatewatch Swiss Draft pre-release event. Obviously it's not really a final because it's Swiss, but there is no 8-4 available yet. My hand is not great, but I'm gonna keep it. I have a decent amount of 2-drop creature, which would be great draw. And anyway, with those land I can cast a lot of my deck. I have the draw spell as well as the removal. It is not insane, but it is clearly decent enough. As the opponent just mulled to 5, which is a bit unlucky, I guess. Stalking Drone would be one of the best top deck of my entire deck. Playing that on turn 2 and starting to attacking for 3 is great. It would just be a great top deck for me to get. Forest is not one of the best cards I could have. Lookout is not the card you wanna use Membrane on. So we are playing green-white, alright. It might be a green-white ally support deck that produce token, support creature, and beat down basically, which I think should be a decent enough matchup because I have a fair amount of creature in my deck. It doesn't look like I'm playing a lot of creature right now, but I am. I am. I think I'm playing 18 creatures. Gravity Negator was a fine top deck, nothing too special, but it's decent. Worst come to worst, I can Unnatural Aggression the Lookout. I will eventually have to do that because the card is quite threatening. As the opponent plays a Joraga Auxiliary, alright. That thing seems threatening. It is also not something you wanna use Containment Membrane on. My opponent is far from reaching 6 mana, but if they do so, that thing is gonna be quite threatening. Cannot kill it right now. So let's see what the opponent does. He might attack there. Does he have some sort of trick? No, no trick. Okay, that's at least that is a good news. As I do a Cinderglade, which does not do a whole lot. I can Analysis and Membrane, but I don't want to Membrane any of those creatures, especially if they are untapped. So I guess I'll just pass the turn and most likely Analysis at the end of my opponent turn, or Unnatural Aggression if something weird happens. I guess we'll see. My draw is not so great though, and the opponent is also playing red apparently, which I guess is fine. Alright. Once this thing is gonna start to pump his creature, that's gonna be bad for me though, that's for sure. On the other hand, I drew the Zendikar. I have 6 land currently, so I don't need a whole lot, a lot more to just take over the game, basically. Okay, they can just activate Lookout, so I could block, then they activate Lookout, and I Unnatural the Lookout. This way I deal with that for good. On the other hand, I kinda wanna deal with that more than the Lookout. Guess I'll take the damage for now. 2 is not too much, definitely not awful. I guess the advantage of doing the other play is that they would have tapped out, but they didn't. It seems like my opponent didn't have any play no matter what, so I'm gonna draw 2 here. Hopefully not 2 land. Okay, 2 good creature. That's very nice, especially since I can, use them together. Alright, so I guess first thing, which one do I wanna? Can I cast my? Whoa! What the heck? Is it lagging or something? Okay. Alright, that was weird. Anyway, so if I saddle back the Stalking Drone, it's gonna be 4/5 when I use the ability, so I can kill that even after my opponent used the support ability, and that seems good. So that's gonna be my play. Stalking Drone into Saddleback, boosting 2 creatures seems good. It sets up me for a good Unnatural Aggression next turn. and I can attack for 3 with my gravity negator, which as a 3/4 flyer has become quite good, by the way. So those two creatures were a great draw. Guess I have to trigger that, not able to use it though. And I guess my opponent is taking 3 there. Nothing they can really do about that. The only way I see myself losing this game is if I make some bad play and get 2 for 1 by things like... Nope. That is fine, I mean... sure. I guess you killed my drone, whatever. Doing something like a natural aggression on that, and you know they have a mana to use it, would be bad. On the other hand, if my opponent has nothing else to do, they might support just right now. Is it sorcery? No, you can use it as an instant though. The thing is, I kinda wanna keep that as fast as possible, especially since he will soon get out of reach of the unnatural aggression. Nisa's judgment on that. Alright, that's really bad, so now I cannot kill that anymore. Well, that's annoying, I'm not gonna lie. Alright. Despite the opponent mulliganing to 5, I'm not in an amazing spot here. I guess that was a great top deck here. And my opponent might be out of removal now. At least I hope they are. Guess I'm attacking with the lizard there. The thing is, if my opponent has a threat and effect that support, I take 4, 6, I take 12. That's a lot. I'm not dead, though. I think I'm winning. If this game goes long, I'm sure that I'm winning. So I will just play it defensively, and yeah, I feel like it's just a better thing for me to do. I really don't want a containment membrane, a card that has an ability like this one. So I'm just gonna play that woodland dude, and hopefully I can natural aggression that thing next turn. If I can't, things could go wrong for me, like quite quickly. The lookout is not too threatening, so I just hope the last card on my opponent's hand is not a cheap trick that, you know, can boost toughness. That'd be really bad for me. Something like Lithomancer Focus would be annoying. That aside, I think I'm fine. So it seems like they will cast their last card. Okay, it's a 7-drop though, which could be threatening. Rolling, okay, another removal. Well, I'm glad I didn't attack. Well, that's starting to be quite annoying now, since they drew all those... they mulligan, but they drew some very good spell. And now I don't have much to deal with that. Okay, Clutch was good though. It kinda resets that thing power. Next turn they can cast it, but they cannot use the ability. They might not have the mana to look out, unless they draw land. So that draw was actually good. Alright. Let's awaken that. Awakening my island, I guess. And attacking with the lizard this time. If the opponent wants to take the whole turn to trade this with my land, I'm completely fine. Like, I will block. I don't really care. If they are willing to pay 5 mana and therefore not cast anything, I think it is fine with me, especially since... yeah, I think it is just fine for me to do so. As the opponent just casts back the auxiliary and a land. Okay, so they can use the ability of the lookout, which makes me unable to a natural aggression. I cannot really attack efficiently with any of my creature. Guess time has come to just cast the resurgent, and hopefully this will do what it did other games and win me the game. I'm gonna take a fair amount of damage next turn. Not too much I can do about that. The opponent just managed to, you know, deal a lot of annoying, do a lot of annoying thing to us just with 2 creature and 5 removal. The opponent deck seems quite good though. I mean, those removal are all premium removal. It's just quite good. Guess I'll take 2 here, maybe 3. No, just 2. It might be. Hopefully the opponent doesn't draw something too threatening, as they don't have the mana available for Cliffside Lockout anymore, which is just great for me. And they have no cards in hand, so I can kill that, get rid of that thing, which is great. Yeah, that's the first thing I will do. I guess I should, yeah, I should do it this way. So first thing first, this is gonna fight that. Just one, now that the opponent doesn't have any colored mana. I mean, 5 or 6 mana available. And I should start to, you know, draw cards with my thing and do what, I mean, win with Zendikar Resurgent as I've done in the last games. And Onshore, I guess, is decent peak. I mean, decent top deck. Alright, that card is so strong. Membrane doesn't do a whole lot for me. I guess I'll play one of my land and most likely pass the turn. At least the Blighted Step makes sure I won't die to some burn spell, which is nice. I like my chances there. Any creature I draw is much better for me than a creature for my opponent. I have a good board position as well as a removal, a way to gain 8 life if not more. Pretty much infinite mana. Yeah, I like my spot. A Saddleback Laga could be a great top deck. My opponent just managed to, you know, do a very good draw against me with only 5 cards. And I have this Membrane in my hand for ages too. As they will not attack, pretty much what I expected. I drew another land which is bad, but there is not much I can do about that. I have no good attack. So I guess I'll just pass the turn. My opponent is likely to tap one of my creature, which, you know, I cannot do much about. Sure. Might just gain 8 there. You know, I could wait to get more value out of that, but actually I have access to almost infinite mana, so yeah, actually I might do that. Step Glider is very good. It might just win the game for my opponent, actually. It's another creature with an effect that makes Membrane quite bad. Yeah, that's just so annoying. Giving that thing flying and vigilant. I guess I'm still fine because I'm gonna, you know, gain life of that if needed. I have a decent board presence. Any creature I draw is gonna be great, but that aside, that was a great top deck for my opponent. If I lose to a mulligan to 5 where I was able to cast Resurgent, oh lord. Oh lord. Guess I'll take 2 there, unfortunately. Yep. As I drew Rolling Waters. Great. Great draw. Okay. Well, that should make things simpler for me. This is the leitmotif of my deck. Zendikar Resurgent into Rolling Waters. Anyway, choose to. Definitely want to bounce that, and I think the Step Glider, and I want to draw a card. resurgents. And that should seal the deal for me, honestly. I hope, at least. Alright, the opponent did not response. So I guess I'll play a Prophet of Distortion there. Draw more card. Draw Isle Avenger is sweet. Cast Resurge. That this card is all over the place. I mean, if you are not dead when you cast it, you won the game. Basically, that's very stupid. Yeah, that's completely crazy. All right. I did play a land this turn. Do I need... I don't want to die to another Rolling Thunder, so I will use that now, because I think if I don't die, I'm very likely to win. I guess I'll tap that. Produce 2 more and use Blighted Step. Just make sure I don't die to a Rolling Thunder. Even though I lose an attacker. And I guess I'm not attacking now, though. Yeah, I'm not attacking. Whatever. I'm at 20. I have a much better board state than my opponent. I'm drawing cards. I just like my chances there. I can even draw more cards of the Prophet of Distortion. Basically, yeah. That should do it for me. I don't really see my opponent coming back in this game. I could mill myself, but I guess I'll find a way to kill my opponent before I mill myself, honestly. That card is so good. It's been so strong this game. A Laga could be a great draw. I have a fair amount of good draws. Okay, the glider hits the battlefield, I guess, and probably the lookout too. If I don't get a Lagak, I don't have any good attacks though. I guess I have 2 Gnorlid as well as an island. Yeah, sure. My attack will be fine. I have a lot of creature too. Okay, the lookout did hit the ground. Pretty much as expected. And the opponent has something else. Not sure what it might be. What was that? Boulder Salvo on my Avenger. Okay. Sure. I guess I'll draw 2 of that. I don't have any good attack yet though, which is a bit frightening, I guess. Okay, that's bad. Stalking Drone. Okay. Don't want to mill myself, that's the only thing I'm a bit frightened about. I drew a forest there, which is bad. Guess I will draw 1 more of that and try to get my Lagak. Lightning Drone is great. Ah, shit, I should have played an island. I'm dumb. I'm so dumb. That's stupid. That's stupid. Well, I wanted to attack with that island. I drew another forest. Alright. Well, I guess I don't have any great attack here. I might just mill myself in the end. Is that happening? Drone is gonna be great with membranes though. Guess the opponent blocks like that, which... The thing is, if I cast any creature, I have to draw. So... it's a bit threatening. But the blinding drone was great. It should help me, you know, just deal with my opponent creature. As they played another land, which I don't... Oh, they attack with that. Yeah, it's Vigilant, never mind. Okay, sure. I'm at 20 though, so I don't care too much. The opponent used the ability there. Alright, seems a bit weird to me. It's kinda whatever. Reckless Cohort, sure. Oh, I drew the Lizard, great. So now... okay, first thing first, let's tap that Cohort dude. Let's cast a Lizard. Void Grafter is sweet, but I will not play it yet. Let's pump those two guy. Let's membrane that thing. And start to... okay, sure. Start to attack with the whole squad. Alright, that seems about right. So the opponent takes... yeah, he's gonna take a lot of damage this turn. Unless it jumps block. He kinda have to... yeah, that should honestly seal the deal. Alright, that's fine. Guess the Step Glider is blocking something, not sure what. Sure, and take the damage. Guess I'll pump the drone. Alright. And a good 4. Yeah, that should pretty much seal the deal. So I almost mill myself, but Zendikar Resurgent kinda get me there. Alright, so that's gonna be game, finally. My deck doesn't have a lot of power though, because I'm drawing a lot of cards, but I had so much trouble attacking through my opponent's creature. It was a bit frightening. I've been impressed with that card so much, I don't want to ever put it back in my sideboard. Yeah, I don't think I want to cut the match. Membrane didn't seem great because he's playing a lot of creatures that have effect. I mean that can activate an ability. Still think I like the card a decent amount. I could want... maybe I am cutting a membrane and adding just a big creature. But I think the Belos is just better than the Gorger, actually. He has a decent amount of removal, so maybe Pulse is good. Yeah, those membranes seemed so bad all the games, so... might not want them, yeah. Basically, I had one in my opening hand and I kept it for... something like... I kept it all the game actually, because the only one I cast was the other. So it was quite awful. With a few to drop, my hand could be good, but my opponent is playing an aggressive deck. If I draw a few more land, that's bad. I think I kind of have to mulligan that. This is a fine keep though. Very sweet keep. Don't mind drawing that, especially since I have the Zendikar Resurgent, as usual, which means that drawing more lands is not awful for me. As the opponent plays a Reckless Cohort. Sure. Guess I'll play the Blinding Drone first. Belos was a decent draw. If I can reach 5 mana, it's gonna be good. Am I blocking here? That's the question. I feel like I can block. Might get blown all the way back. No trick. Okay, great for me. So I guess I play the Norlead. a settlement and pass the turn. Alright, alright. Clutch is good against my opponent because he is using support card. He has things that, you know, make token on creature, which makes this card even better than it is currently. I mean, most of the time. I guess I will tap it now. I guess my opponent didn't have any trick last turn, though. Yeah, kinda wanna keep my drone around if I can. Do so. Don't think he will play anything that will want to block a Gnarlid anyway. Alright, Cliffside Lookout is fine. Drawing a land was fine because now I can cast my Belas as well as my Clutch of the Current with the Awaken. So I guess I'll attack there. The opponent will take 3 most likely. Do I tap something with my Blinding Drone? That's a good question. I think Cliffside Lookout was decent in Zendikar. I mean in Battle for Zendikar, and now it's even better. There is so much board stall that the +1 ability is just really strong. Guess I'll tap decent of turn. I don't mind trading my Gnarlid for the Joraga thing if he wants. The cohort actually. Well, whatever. Don't think it matters too much. Guess I will play Beloff into Clutch next turn. And I'm quite aggressive there, which is always nice. Having a bit of tempo over the opponent, and Zendikar Resurgent might end up the game as it did last game. That card, I've been drawing it every single game almost, and every time it was broken. So I guess that's a good a good test to assess its power. As the opponent did nothing there, they are mana screwed apparently, which is a bit bad for them, I guess. And I think I will clutch there. Also, I want to keep my Stalking Drone for after Resurgent. So yeah, I guess I'm bouncing that. No, cancel. Okay. Cast with Awaken. Bouncing that. Animating this island. Using those mana. Right. And I guess I'm attacking with everything. I might get, destroyed by... I don't think there's too many things that will really be bad for me here. If he has some sort of trick and, trade 1 for 1 with me. I guess the +1/+0 to each creature and indestructible could have been really bad. That aside, I think I'm fine. Okay, the opponent took 6. Plays a Forest Land and cast a Spawnbinder Mage. Okay. Alright. If I draw a land, I'm just gonna cast Zendikar Resurgent, honestly. I drew a Lagak though, which is great. What a convenient top deck. Guess I'll pump those. So I can either keep that for next turn and tap the Spawnbinder, and then the opponent kinda has to jump. I think I'm quite happy to do that. If he wanted to trade both of his creatures for Gnarlid, that's also great. Yeah, if he takes 7, it is nice. If he jump block with this something, it is great too. I think they will go to 1 though. No, not going to 1 apparently. Okay. Sure, I'm fine making this trade, especially since it means he cannot tap anything with the Spawnbinder now. But I guess I kinda have to make that block, unfortunately, for them. And the opponent missed a few land drop, and so I think I've learned 2 things during this draft. First, I mean, I've already realized that earlier, but missing land drop is very, very, very bad in Oath of the Gatewatch. All the people I've seen missing a few land drop, and all the game I've missed a few land drop, I've lost. And you know, it's never good to miss land drop, that's for sure, but it seems to be even worse in this set. Second, Zendikar Resurgent is completely broken. Okay, I guess that could help my opponent coming back in this game. They are dead on the board though. No, never mind, they are at 4. Never mind me. So I guess they are tapping the D's and taking 4? No, they cannot really afford to tap one of my creature. If I tap that, yeah, I will just most likely attack with my island and pass the turn. Because if I attack with everything, the opponent blocks here and here. I guess he has to jump though. I could cast Resurgent too. I don't think I really want to do that though. I will just begin combat. They cannot really tap my creature. I can actually attack and tap afterwards. Sure, that might be good. So, definitely attacking with that. And that. So if I do that and I tap the core ally, he has to jump here and take 3. That seems good. Unless my opponent has a little pump spell, in which case that'd be bad. If I attack only with that, they jump with the core. I think I'm fine making this play actually. Let's tap the ally. That seems like a decent enough attack. Obviously, if my opponent, I mean, even if my opponent has some sort of trick, they will take 3 no matter what. So I guess it's good. If they don't have any trick, this dies. Yeah, that seems like a fine attack to me. Okay, this worked out fairly well. Now that the opponent is at 1, I will just cast Talking Drone, and even if they have the Wrath of God, it doesn't destroy my island because it only destroys non-land creatures, so yeah, that should pretty much seal the deal for me. And I will still end up with Resurgent in hand despite me not casting that. So I guess that's gonna be the game and the match. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, feel free to leave a like or subscribe. Shout out to Zendikar Resurgent, and thank you for watching, and see you guys for the next draft.